Life begins like a race car in overdrive. From 0 to 60. From 1 cell to 1 trillion. How does so much happen so fast? You'd know if only you could see inside the womb. Now you can. For the first time, thanks to a breakthrough in animation, you can see even deeper, inside the fetus itself. Join 9 remarkable families through 9 months of suspense.
Right now, I'm riddled with anxiety.
Of elation and anguish.
We were supposed to go in for a quick ultrasound. What we found was a big shock.
See how miracles happen.
It's coming out.
Oh, it's a boy.
Yeah, baby.
From conception to birth. The human body, what can't it do? More than 200 bones, over 650 muscles, neurons by the billions. Think of it as the ultimate machine. So how'd you like to see the assembly instructions? All this from 1 cell. Just think of everything a newborn's been through up until now. What would it take to find out his life story? Modern medicine gives you a window into the body, but that's just a glimpse. Imaging machines collect data, and now using powerful new software, we can tease it out pixel by pixel to deliver you inside the womb. In fact, inside the fetus itself. The result? Not photos, not Hollywood animation, but real human data. Images that shed light on life's ultimate mysteries.
And stretch your spine. Relax your arms down by
Prepare for an exercise that boggles the mind. Welcome to the womb. At 4 weeks, an embryo is no bigger than a grain of rice, but its body is already under construction. The makings of a heart and spine, arms and legs.
Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky.
At 8 weeks, it's the size of a walnut. Every major organ is developing. Liver and lungs, brain and bones, even a sense of touch. Now begins its growth spurt. At 26 weeks, it can taste, it can squeeze its hand, it responds to light and sound. In fact, if born now, it might survive. To assemble an entire human takes just 9 months. Not so long when you think about it. But tell that to Susan.
It feels like a big basketball. An extra 35 pounds on you is not an easy thing to be tugging around from day to day.
It is. I'm due the 29th. I'm hoping Wednesday, actually.
Take your arms out to the side.
Jackie, 8 months.
Breathe in.
I have a 4-year-old, a 2.5-year-old.
Oh my goodness.
And then a newborn, so it's a little busy.
Feels like you have somebody like playing the drums inside your abdomen. You can't eat, sometimes you can't sleep, sometimes you can't walk.
Michelle, 6 months.
You know, we had like 35 people. I said I would like everybody's attention. He goes, "We're pregnant!" And he started crying. Now I'm like, oh no. Now I started crying. started crying.
Looks just like you.
No, it looks like my husband.
I do stop to wonder how a baby becomes a baby.
Holly, 8 weeks. Jill, 7 weeks. Tanisha, any day now.
I wish I knew or could understand how the whole thing happens.
I have absolutely no idea.
What is the baby up to now?
She's going to feel some major changes.
Really? I'm looking forward to it. Bring it on.
Inside 9 women, an epic begins. Some stories will end in joy, some in sorrow. All begin with hope. A new life starts with the union of 2 lives.
Hey, baby. Here's your spoon.
Hopefully 6 o'clock. How about you? Okay.
Sarah, 0 months.
Well, I always believed that I was going to have only 1 child until very recently, and I think now I'm finally ready to think about having 2.
I'd love to have 6 kids. And
Yeah, I would say 6 kids probably never entered my mind.
Okay, you ready? Let's go.
Sarah and Ernani are both doctors, but Ernani is the expert about childbirth.
No. Okay, let's go.
He's an obstetrician.
Okay, babe, get in your chair. My daughter has been asking him, Dad, why can't you just go, when you go to work, just bring home one of the babies that you bring into the world? So that was our first hint. Bye.
The first step of making a baby, producing an egg.
Okay, love you. Have a nice class. Have fun.
You bring your bells from home today?
Kids look different because each egg from which they were born is different.
Will you take a shaker? You use the bells.
Reproduction is the ultimate game of chance. Think of Sarah's body as a walking roulette wheel. She has 40,000 eggs, and once a month, she picks one to bet on. The stakes are high. In 24 hours, it will die. Unless it hits the jackpot and meets up with a sperm. Ernani may produce 12 trillion in his lifetime, but 1 is all it takes. The sperm are launched from a duct lined with glands that get them souped up with semen. Each ejaculation may contain 300 million sperm. For them, sex isn't fun. It's a race to the death. 99% die right out of the starting gate. For the rest, it could be a 10-hour marathon to the finish line.
Hi, yes. I'm Dr. Timapuri. Nice to meet you. How are you? Have you ever done a stress test?
Grab some charts.
Dr. Timapuri, how you doing? When I think about all the things that I do during the day, sometimes that seems so mundane compared to the miraculous things that are potentially happening inside that you don't even feel.
For Sarah, today could be the start of something big. For Ernani, it's all in a day's work.
How do you feel, Deb?
So far, so good, right?
Today he's delivering twins, with help from Debbie.
To describe a contraction, I wish you were feeling them more than me.
This was a side that always was.
Husband Danny is the one who's really sweating.
I think I've scared and embarrassed most of the staff here. I came in with about, 9 bags? I'm very superstitious. I'm pretty much a freak. This is our lucky dancing bear. These are some of my lucky hats. Everything matches a tie-dye. So I might wear one for the first kid and do a quick switch. I've been practicing. People don't realize a lot goes into hat selection. It's key. Next stop, the outside world.
So are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Imagine what it's like to be a baby about to be born. Imagine what it's like to get in line. Space runs out quicker for twins. They're born roughly 3 weeks earlier than most babies.
Oh, yes, Carol. Right here.
And the next time that you feel a contraction, we're going to start to push, okay?
Yeah.
Give you some oxygen. Let's try again.
Now, take a big breath. Just
Okay,
remember.
this is it now.
And that's it. Push hard.
Push. Good, sweetie.
Good, Debbie, you're doing it.
Nice.
You're doing it, Deb. Release
That's
the breath
it.
if you need
Perfect.
to, but hold the baby down quickly. Hard. Push.
Push.
One more.
Come on, Deb. Don't
You
give
can do
up.
it, big guy.
2, 3,
Good.
4,
Good.
5,
Halfway
6.
there. Move along.
labor becomes an ordeal. Ernani is worried.
Good work.
Is the baby down?
Yeah, but not enough. It's still at 0 station, so...
At 0 still? Why?
You're tired out. You've been pushing a long time now. It's starting to, I think, wear on you. But I think right now the best thing is to do the cesarean to just make sure the babies are fine and before we get into any trouble.
Okay, you can do this. Okay? Whatever happens, we'll have 2 healthy babies. That's what matters.
While Ernani preps Deb, work winds down for his wife, Sarah.
Hi, Megan.
A quiet day.
Okay, can you pick up?
Too quiet.
You did already? When I became pregnant the first time, I had a lot of unusual feelings with the pregnancy right from the very beginning, and I have had nothing yet. So, unfortunately, I don't think I am. I'm still hopeful, but I don't think I'm pregnant yet.
But the marathon isn't over. The few remaining sperm in her body still have 1.5 inches to go. Across town, Debbie's labor is about to end. Turns out all her pushing was in vain. The twins had moved into an impossible position, with both heads blocking the narrow birth canal. The C-section sets them free.
Oh, it's huge! It's another Joey. Oh, my God. Oh, Deb.
For Debbie, it's been a labor of love.
Oh, awesome. Oh, my God. I love you.
A pair of heartbeats, 4 feet, 20 toes, and 2 brains that can imagine miracles.
Oh, they're big and Joey.
Oh, man. Babies, I love you so much.
Oh, my God.
Hi, babies.
Half hour ago, these were in Debbie's stomach, and we had no idea what it was and what was going on.
I guess there's no way they were coming.
And now, here they are. They're functioning beings. Hey, John. What's up, big man?
Oh.
No, this is John.
Jack.
This is John.
He is John.
We'll give him early tattoos.
We love you guys so much.
Oh, my God. You are perfect.
A good day for the baby doctor.
This is Jack Paul.
But Ernani hopes it will get even better.
Good. How do you feel? Okay.
I've had nothing.
It's all up to Sarah.
Unfortunately, I don't think I am.
In about 20 minutes, a sperm penetrates the egg. Then an instantaneous reaction demagnetizes the egg and locks out stragglers. The chromosomes from Ernani's sperm and Sarah's egg join to make the very first cell of a body-to-be. Soon, trillions more may bear the same chemical signature. She doesn't know it, but Sarah is pregnant. Next step, building a baby. Parenthood, the world's only 24-hour job. For Debbie and Danny, parents of twins, there's lots of overtime.
I wanted a house full of children, laughter, chaos, as Danny calls it, a freak show. You know, I basically wanted that craziness. Little did I know.
Hello? Wow, that's a heavy diaper, man. Hello? Hello? Can't call you back, I'm a little busy.
Look how alert they are in the morning. Very nice.
You gotta go get a job, okay?
The coming months will bring big changes, but nothing compared to what happened in the womb.
All right, ready?
It takes 6 months to build an eye. A hand? Just 13 weeks. A functioning brain? 26 weeks. Gestation is a miracle of Genesis. In fact, a fetus takes its greatest strides in its first few months. Sometimes before we know it.
You'd think you'd be good at this with Otoni.
Elaine is 1 day pregnant.
Actually, we're just starting to try. Hopefully it won't take too long, but we'll see. Right now, my body's not telling me anything different. I feel as normal as I always have.
In the U.S., only 3 out of 10 healthy women get pregnant their first try. Inside Elaine's body, husband Arun has sown life. 20 hours after fertilization. 20 more. And 20 more. Every day, the body parts double. It's enough to work up an embryo's appetite. Sarah is 1 week pregnant. Inside, her embryo scrounges for nourishment. It burrows in, eager to gorge on her blood supply and grow. If it kept growing at this rate, at birth, it'd be larger than the sun. Deep in the wall of Sarah's uterus, supplied with food, the embryo sets up shop. It decides what's top and bottom, left and right. It marks the slot that will be its spine. It churns with activity. And all along, Sarah doesn't have a clue.
My gut instinct is that I'm probably not pregnant. But I'm still really hoping. I'm still hoping that maybe we are. It's too soon to know.
While Sarah guesses, her embryo gets a full-body makeover. By 19 days, it's the size of a pinhead. Day 20, first sign of a spine. Day 23, the heart starts to beat. Day 25, that growing knob up top is the face.
Get you going, okay? Did you mean?
Inside Sarah, another body is taking shape, with most of the features and functions it will need. Almost a month after conception, she's catching on.
It's so ironic that the most important time, potentially, of your pregnancy is a time when you may not even know that you're pregnant.
What's this letter?
I just hope that we're pregnant, and I hope that everything is smooth and normal.
How'd we do?
That's me? I'm not kidding.
Right now, Sarah's about a month after conception. It just astounds me that all of this activity is just blazing through at this instant. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I am partly in shock and partly on top of the world. I'm speechless, and at the same time, I'm ready to burst out with joy.
Everything's about to change for Sarah and her family. Eight more months to go. Time for life to grow and tragedy to strike. At 1 month, Elaine's embryo has developed a heart, limb buds, and spine, and the first hint of a face. In the 2nd month, the changes will be even bigger. Face, organs, and limbs will all take off. At 28 days, Elaine takes stock.
I feel scared. It's almost like this, to me, this big science experiment that's going on. Something inside me is programmed to make all this happen and develop all of these things and just build this being.
Her embryo is no bigger than her cursor, but packed with life. It has gills and a tail. It could pass for the embryo of a mouse or a chick, even a pig. It needs 2 things fast: a brain to take charge and the power to keep it juiced. By day 32, half of the embryo is heart and brain.
It is freaky to have a being that doesn't really look like a human yet inside of you. Particularly the tail. The tail part really kind of freaks us out. I mean, we were calling it the tadpole.
By day 40, Elaine's baby-to-be is the size of her pinky tip. It weighs less than a paperclip, and its face needs work. Day 44, its eyes start to swivel toward the front of its head, and its ears move from its shoulders to the side of its face. Its new organs are hungry. To fuel them, a network of blood vessels is growing. This is a risky stage.
I've had 2 previous miscarriages.
Jill, 7 weeks.
Right now, we feel as though there's a possibility that we may never have children.
To check the embryo's progress, Jill and Chris go for an ultrasound once a week.
I don't want to be too excited about this pregnancy because of our fear that something is going to go wrong.
Okay, I feel a lot of pressure. Oh, there's a heartbeat. Okay, good.
How big it is.
Yeah, big change from last time, huh? The baby did another little wiggle there. You can start to see a little bit of the limb buds here. Yeah, see?
It's moving its head.
Yeah, 19.4 millimeters. Excellent. You're right on target. So that looks perfect.
I don't think until we see that baby and are holding that baby that we'll feel comfortable about me being pregnant and carrying the baby to term.
And one day at a time, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's starting to...
That one looks cute. We hope it looks better when it comes out.
Yeah.
Jill knows what should happen in theory.
It's got,
Usually every morning, I'll read what's developing that day. And I like to think that that's what's happening inside of me, that today it'll have a nose, and tomorrow it'll have ears, and the day after that it'll have little fingers. Every day I'm one step closer to being a mother. What stage is
By day 48, Jill's embryo is the size of her thumb tip. Day 50, the embryo's fingers start forming, 4 days before the toes. Hands come first, since they'll be put to use before a baby can stand. Another milestone today, movement. At 8 weeks, all the major organs are in place, the essential human package. It's now called a fetus. Whether boy or girl, Jill doesn't care. Only one thing matters.
a healthy baby. I just want a healthy baby.
To think how many babies do make it full term. How many have joints that bend and bones that don't. Hearts, muscles, and lungs that will last a lifetime. In the U.S., 1 out of 6 pregnancies ends in miscarriage. A statistic that worries Sarah and her nanny.
We were supposed to go in for a quick ultrasound, so we really weren't prepared for it. What we found was a big shock.
What first started out as swelling behind the baby's neck now is extending really from the head to toe.
A rare circulatory disorder.
We're praying for a miracle at this point.
And the hardest part for me was thinking, what would it be like if they put the probe on? And the heart isn't beating or something like that. And you really do think that every time.
Make sure you hold on, babe. Oh, you're so high.
At 10 weeks, Sarah loses her fetus. but not before naming him after her father, Naeem.
There's always a small risk to every pregnancy, and no one is immune to that risk. Because of the complexities of life, every healthy child is a blessing.
In the second trimester, the risks diminish. The next stage will answer that age-old question, boy or girl?
I would say my baby's about this big right now.
Maybe that big.
Probably about 1.5 inches to 2 inches long.
About this big.
About that big?
Like the size of a big avocado.
15 inches or so.
I guess maybe 3 pounds.
4 pounds.
Or 2 pounds.
About 18 inches, maybe?
That's not that big.
But it does look like, at least a little bit like, a human being.
And it looks like a fish.
As opposed to a peanut or a kidney bean or whatever they look like earlier.
They're getting rounder, their cheeks are puffing out. They were born at 6'11" and 6'4". And at the first checkup, they had already both weighed over 7 pounds.
A newborn grows fast.
I love you.
But then it's had practice. And Holly, she's about to gain 30 pounds.
It's not even a third of the way through the pregnancy. It's so clearly not ready for life yet, but all the parts are there.
At the top of month 3, most of the organs are already in place. Now, Holly's fetus has to grow. Daughter Zoe wants a playmate. Husband Peter has done his part.
I am the one building the baby, which is scary and fun and hard work.
Holly's fetus is only 1.5 inches long, but its weight will multiply by 1,000. At 9 weeks, its eyelids seal. So does its ribcage to protect its heart. Its gender is still unknown. It has what's called an indifferent penis. If it's a boy, the gap will close. If it's a girl, it won't. In the week ahead, connections between muscle and nerves triple. For the first time, it can feel. Its intestines were growing outside its torso. By 11 weeks, they've almost finished coiling within.
My husband has been wonderful. He's very excited. Every night when he kisses me at night, he kisses my belly.
See the neck, the head, the
See
arm.
the head?
The arm is like this.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Michelle's at 13 weeks. This will be her and Tony's first child.
That is so strange.
And their first time hearing its heartbeat.
There's that life going on right now inside of me. So there's actually 2 of me right now. I wish I could have a camera in my belly just to watch it actually grow.
From where I'm sitting right now, this is a very good-looking baby.
And it's developed so much already.
Everything's there. This is the heart right here.
By now, the heart's pumping 25 quarts a day. Blood carts out waste and ships in oxygen and nutrients. The fetus has its own blood supply, but the blood is nourished by the mother. The problem is, their blood supplies can't mix or both would get tainted. Mother and fetus need both a barrier and a filter. The placenta. Michelle's fetus is living large. It's showing personality. It can make expressions. It's developing fingerprints and toe prints. In month 4, it makes contact. For the first time, Mom will feel it move. By month 5, it's about the size of a squirrel. It can hear what goes on inside, and in 2 more weeks, what goes on outside.
What are you doing?
I'm the
Daddy!
Jackie, 6 months. Years ago, doctors told her she couldn't conceive. They were wrong. 3 times.
More children, more excitement. You add another part to the family, it just gets louder and more fun and more interesting. The kids do talk to my belly. Hi, baby, and when are you coming out?
Say, what's your name, baby?
Baby.
Big fashion.
No.
Her fetus is now a foot long. To fit, it goes into the fetal position. It now has a schedule. It sleeps and wakes in cycles. It has little fat and lots of wrinkles. By 6.5 months, its central nervous system has developed enough to control digestion, breathing, body temperature, and movement. If born now, at 26 weeks, it may survive. Its skull is collapsible. Its whole skeleton is pliant, so it can bend like Gumby to squeeze through the birth canal. It has 300 bones, almost 100 more than an adult whose bones have fused. Its brain is still smooth. Furrows will add surface area, more room to store information. 7 months. It adds a layer of fat to cushion itself for birth. As its body swells, its skin smooths out. The world awaits it, though it caught Susan off guard.
Well, we were a little shocked with our third, but we're pleasantly surprised now. It's all part of the fun. Go this way.
Her fetus weighs more than 6 pounds, and Susan feels every ounce.
Because I'm so big, I am a lot more clumsy and bumping into people a lot more often.
I love this, Bill. You know what? We would.
Like Susan, Tanisha is due any day.
Heads up, pregnant woman here. And when people are walking close to you, like, oh, don't bump into me. Watch it, watch the way you turn the corner. Don't you see me coming? You see, I have this big stomach out ahead of me.
But in the womb, life is calmer.
The world for my baby right now is very sheltered.
She's absolutely protected. I mean, her world is my fluids and my stomach, and that's it.
My baby's very warm, very safe. Gets everything it needs, has no idea what's going on in this crazy world outside.
Tanisha's meeting friends to shop for baby clothes, or so she thinks. With such close timing, the baby could have arrived before the baby shower.
I don't know what happened this week. It was just a feeling that I got the baby's really coming. No way out. It's gonna happen one way or the other. So yeah, I gotta get ready.
My girlfriends, they've been waiting for this for a long time.
Small wonder a mother is showered with gifts before childbirth. Just ahead, heavy labor. A woman's empty uterus is only the size of her fist. When she gets pregnant, her body makes room. Spine and bladder, intestines and stomach all get squished till the fetus gets tired of overcrowding. Nine months have come and gone for Holly, for Jill, for one and all, time and space have run out.
I want to see.
Oh, see Mom, she's packing up her stuff to go to the hospital.
I want to see.
We're gonna have a baby today.
I don't think I'll ever really be ready, but it doesn't matter. Ready or not, here we come.
Yeah.
Okay.
The doctors prep, the nurses prep, and the dads?
Ooh, it moves, yeah?
Probably long length babe. No, I'm gonna slap you right in the mouth.
Daryl, Bill, and Bob, bystanders.
Who you think the baby is, a boy or a girl?
I want a girl, but I don't know. But if you're a boy, I'll love you anyway. I don't want to say that, and then you'd be upset.
My daddy wants a boy.
The answer won't emerge for one long, hard day. Childbirth tests the limits of human endurance.
It's hard to talk through because pain.
Contractions are the monumental effort of muscles never tested before. Trying to do what seems impossible, push a baby out.
Just sharp back pain.
It's twisting and twisting.
And then there's pushing pressure.
Kind of like the baby's pushing down, like pushing to come out.
Squeezing a head through the birth canal is like forcing a softball down your throat.
All the muscles are constricting.
Yeah, that one's really strong.
Down towards the floor.
Yeah. A little peace thing on your back, okay?
This is the worst part. This is like the Novocaine. Nice.
Susan and Jackie choose an epidural to deaden the pain.
Remember this? Bring up your head and do whatever's comfortable for you.
Just take a deep breath in. You okay?
Tanisha holds off.
No, they say I can have it anytime I want. I told you I'm going to try without it. I'm going to try to go through childbirth without the epidural. I don't know. The contractions are becoming a little intense, so I'm going to see what I can do.
Drugged or not, labor continues. What's really happening inside a woman when she gives birth?
The whole childbirth process shouldn't work when you think about it. It's almost like a bone tunnel. So the baby has to somehow maneuver its way through the tunnel. And it's guided from the contractions in the uterus by pushing the baby, but also it's the path of least resistance.
The baby may have to twist and turn to make its head size accommodate the space of the mother's pelvis. Some babies will actually spin a full 360 degrees.
Like a key in a lock, the baby orients its head to fit the width of the pelvis. Then it rotates like a corkscrew to make room for its shoulders.
I'm sure it's very traumatic for the baby as well, trying to make its way through this birth canal here. It's no picnic for Mom either.
Come back, he'll come back.
For Susan, the epidural helps.
It's contraction to contraction.
There you go. Perfect.
It's just breathe and just try to endure the pain and try to focus and just gear up for the next one.
It's called labor for a reason. Hour 4 and Jackie is struggling.
You're just scared. It's always just scary. It's like, can I do this again? Here I go, you know?
It's becoming really,
that last one was
intense.
Bad. The contraction's gonna get harder. It's gonna be even harder than that. Okay, so as soon as you think you want your epi, please tell me.
I've started having pain around 2:30 this morning, and it's, I believe, around 2 now. So we've been at this about almost 12 hours.
Time for relief.
Okay. All right. Let me get
I've decided to get the epidural. The pain is becoming very intense, and the contractions are coming a little more frequently. And it was it's more pain than I imagined. So I'm gonna go with it. Oh!
Is that me or a contraction?
Oh, that's you?
All right.
It's Tanisha's first birth, usually a woman's hardest.
All right, you could sit up. We're all done.
All right, not bad. You did good.
Anxiety wasn't something that I felt before. But now I guess since we're getting actually closer and closer to the baby actually arriving, then we're becoming a little anxious.
I don't think these windows are.
1 epidural, and 2 hours later, Tanisha is ready for the home stretch.
We definitely are through the hard part, but we'll actually have the working part ahead when we have to push.
I hope the baby is thinking, let's go, let me out, because I'm thinking, let's go, come on out.
We're ready to go.
Good job. Awesome. Way down low. Here we go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Push against it. Come on. Awesome. Give it all you got. Get strong. Get strong.
It's all yours. Let's go.
Push that baby down. Push, 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 push. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, baby.
All that pushing, and still no baby.
One more time. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8.
How can I get this baby out?
You gonna get it, baby. It's coming.
Labor has left her exhausted. The baby has hardly budged.
You okay?
What can I do?
All eyes are on one vital sign. The fetal heart monitor shows how much stress the baby is enduring. A baby's adrenal gland is many times its normal size, driving its heart to beat at the fastest rate it may ever reach. Time to make a decision.
Usually if we get to 2 hours and we've pushed and we haven't brought it down, then we call it and say, fine, section. We'll give you 15 minutes to see if we've made much more progress. If we have, we'll go a little longer. But if you're not bringing it down, then I think we're going to move towards getting ready to move to the other room.
If Tanisha's luck doesn't change in the next 15 minutes, she'll have to have a C-section.
Come on, baby, please help me. Help me. Help me.
The last leg of a 9-month odyssey is the hardest. It's the human body's greatest achievement. An ordeal that tests 2 bodies. Oxygen once flowed through the umbilical cord. Now the baby must breathe on its own. Its brain is undersized to fit through the birth canal, so it's born the most helpless of any primate. Its immune system has been under wraps. Now it's slammed by an onslaught of microbes. The newborn faces a host of trials if it survives the greatest of all, the ordeal of birth.
Oh, man.
Deep one, baby, deep one.
Come on, push again.
There we go.
That's the way. Harder in your bottom, harder in your bottom. 5.
After almost 17 hours of labor, Tanisha is minutes from a C-section.
Give it all you got.
Faced with the knife, she finds new strength.
Keep coming down. Come on down.
Push it, baby,
5,
push it.
6, 7, 8,
Right.
9. Awesome.
4, 5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10.
In the bodies of 3 women, a clash as old as mankind is underway.
Good.
2, 3.
Skull against pelvis.
6. Give it all you got. Push down your bottom hard as you
In
can.
both mother and child, bones must give.
Keep going. Awesome. 7, 8.
The baby's head will collapse into a cone shape, and the pelvis will widen up to 33%.
Doing very good, Jackie.
4,
Very good.
6.
You're doing fantastic.
Push down. Keep going. Push down more. Push down more. Keep going. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, guys, please.
Just I need
Please.
to move forward.
Honey.
See this baby's head, Bob? Look at
Oh,
this.
yeah.
She's just
She's
hanging.
almost out. Almost out, honey.
One more nice, long, steady push.
Keep going. A little more. A little more. A little more.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
Oh, please.
All right.
Hurry.
It's coming out.
Yes. Let them out.
Okay, suction please.
Here we go.
Okay, a little more. A little more,
Here we
little
go,
more,
baby.
little more.
Push, push, push.
Harder, harder. All you got, all you got, all you got.
Push
Woo-wee. Push again. Wow.
And it's a boy.
Yeah, baby.
There he is.
Big breath. Big breath. Push.
Almost there,
A lot of
almost
breaths, a
there.
lot of breaths, a lot of breaths.
That's it.
Take a breath a little bit more. Good. Rest. Rest. Now look down, look down, look down. Look down.
Oh, hello!
Now just pant.
Good, good. Heads out.
face.
Heads out.
Good girl.
All right. Here she comes. Here she comes.
This is not a tiny
Look down,
All
Shabby.
right.
Here she is. Okay. Say hi, Mommy. Bye, 51. Oh, God. Happy birthday, Chubby.
After 9 months, systems and organs wait to be tested.
Aw, look at him.
Jay, hold the camera.
They work like a charm.
I got the camera. No. Aww.
It's an amazing feeling. You just see this person that's been inside of you for the last 9 months. You just feel overwhelming joy when you see that face.
Nice job, Susan. You made that look easy.
Amazing experience to just think that you just made a life.
Oh my God.
You have created a human being all this time inside you, and here it is now.
That's what you wanted, right? Let's go give you to Mommy.
Thank you.
It's a combination of you and the person you love, and you have all these hopes and dreams for it.
Hello. I'm totally in love. I was in love before I met her, but now even more so.
Hi, sweetheart. I mean, look at her. She's just sucking away. Give me that. Give me that. Give me. Here we are with 3 kids.
Good job, honey.
Thanks.
You did great.
You have to be strong to go through childbirth.
Hi, sweetheart.
But to bring new life into the world, that's what it's all for.
Boy, you made me work.
I see children in childbirth as kind of a miracle. I feel that's what we're here for. Women are here for that. And it's our part we're playing in this miracle of life.
In a minute, I would give birth again. All the struggles, all the pain, holding that baby, everything just fades. Anyone who has children will tell you there is no greater gift in the world, nothing greater in the world.
From 1 pair of cells to 1 trillion, life traces its course 1 milestone at a time. To judge by the head count, you'd think it was the most commonplace event. But who could deny that each time, it's a miracle?